Hey up and welcome to Callums Corner. Welcome to a very special video. Right, it's a challenge slash review video, kind of a morph between the two of them for you. Basically, I did a challenge video a few days ago and I did not do well. I took on Sir Stromming and Sir Stromming won. And as you can imagine, for me, an alpha male who prides himself on succeeding, keeping going and beating challenges, that life throws at you, that is a chastening experience for me. So I am looking to get back on the bike and smash something out of the park this evening. I am going to be challenging myself and consuming a Stonio Oreo edible cookie. It's a wacky backy one. It apparently has 500 milligrams of THC. Contained within these cookies. Now, it's a little bit of a weird challenge because it's not really something I can fail. I'm going to eat the cookie and then I will have eaten it and kind of passed the challenge. But the real challenge for me will be, obviously maintaining my poise, grace and dignity throughout the experience after I've eaten the cookie. It was my mate Gav's idea, one of my best mates. He bloody loves all things stoner related. He's been kind of bopping on recently about how the world of stonerism has changed. He's got a new plug and the whole way he kind of consumes cannabis has changed. And he doesn't shut up about it, basically. But he's been bang on about having these Oreo cookies. Apparently he had like the most amazing night of his life on them. And he's like adamant that I should try them. It would make an interesting video. And I am looking, as I say, to regain a little bit of my mojo. So I think it's a decent one to challenge myself with. Not really one that I can fail per se. But one that could go quite wrong. I've not really had much experience with eating this kind of thing before, only a couple of times, and both times have gone quite badly. But again, Gav's adamant that it's all modern and much better now, it tastes great, which it definitely didn't before. It was all gritty and horrible. So yeah, anyway, I'm conscious of being safe. Start low, take it slow is a good motto. So I'm not going to consume like both cookies at once. What I was thinking is I'll eat half a cookie, see how that goes for half an hour or so. And as long as I'm all right, I'll eat the other half of the cookie and then I take it like that. Yeah, well, it's a bit cracked up actually. Okay. Yeah, that I think is about half. We call it about half. Quite a big half maybe. Actually, I should show you the whole thing. So that smells very cannabis. They're both broken. That's a shame. Can't show you the whole thing. That's really, really whiffy. It doesn't smell like normal cannabis. What does that smell like? That smells different, but it's cannabisy, but it's different. It smells now my Gav has got this what's it called where it breaks it all up, the grinder thing, right? And sometimes he does this special thing on it where like a different bit comes off and it's like this really fine stuff. It's Keith. It's called Keith. I always remember that because Keith Moon. It smells like that stuff. He gets all excited when he opens it up and he says it's for special occasions and stuff. But yeah, it smells like that. It made me smell it once and it does smell like that. Okay, well, I'm going to eat it. I'm going to eat it and then I will check in with you regularly to make sure everything's going okay. Yeah, okay, here we go. He's right, it does taste all right, actually. An Oreo, but there was a flavour in there. Oh, it feels like I've got into just like a little pocket that was hidden within the biscuit of much stronger cannabisy taste. Okay, that was not an unpleasant experience. Hopefully, what's to come won't be an unpleasant experience. I'm quite confident because I was much younger when I tried eating it before and it went all wrong. And I'm a more experienced person now. I've been hanging out with Drew and stuff a few times. So hopefully it's going to be a really pleasant challenge. We shall see. Right, I'll check in with you again soon. Right, I'm about half an hour in or so now, and I can't say I really feel any discernible effects so far. Maybe a little bit more relaxed and kind of peaceful, I feel, but that might just be because I've sent my mum to bed earlier than usual tonight. Actually, that sounds a bit mental, doesn't it? I didn't like send her to bed. I'm not some weird dictator in my house. I just moved the clocks forwards a little bit, tricked her. She can't see the little numbers on her phone in terms of the time, so it's quite easy to do. And you know, she's old, so sleep's only going to do her good. But yeah, I'm enjoying the solitude. I'm enjoying the peace and quiet, just kind of chilling out. But I don't know whether it's properly, like, well, it doesn't feel like it's kicked in to any extent yet. I'm not feeling like massively different. Um, Quite fancy a beer. I don't know whether that's part of it. But I won't have a beer because I don't want to kind of like intermingle different effects or counteracts. I just want it to be an honest and thorough review of the experience. So yeah, I'll just have tea. That's no hardship, is it? It's tea. It's lovely. Yeah, yeah. Just chilling out at the moment. Yeah, everything's fine. No real difference. I'm having good ideas. My mind is popping. It's amazing, actually. I'm feeling super relaxed. It's incredible. Um, the quietness, like the in my mind, is amazing. I'm never quiet normally. Like always got something on the go, watching something, doing something, reading something, maybe all of them at the same time. Um, but a while ago, I was just been zoning out since the start, really, looking at YouTube shorts and stuff. Um, I was doing that, and I stopped. And I looked because I wanted to know like how much time had gone past. Thinking it'd been ages. I felt like I'd been zoning out and just watching them for ages and ages. And I looked, and it's like barely 10 minutes have gone. That's like I've been given the gift of time, which is lovely. You know, I can just, yeah, it's slowed right down and it's so much more manageable at this pace life. You know, just created this pocket of time. Lovely. It's great in my mind. With the quietness is excelling in it. It's just popping off with ideas. It's thinking things through. It's, yeah, just sitting here having a think. It's good. It's good. Hey, I'm doing really good. I'm really happy to report it's been nothing like um, the other times I've eaten it, the other couple of times when it was made me feel horrible and stuff. This has been like relaxation. This has been a clarity to my mind that I haven't had. This stillness and quietness that it's brought has just been amazing. Having these revelations after revelations, it's fantastic. And that's nice. My hands are all cold. It's lovely. Lovely. Yeah, just time has slowed right down. My mind has slowed down, but not in a bad way, like I feel stupid or anything. It's like it's slowed down to solve stuff. So many things have just become clear to me, Reese. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Just I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. It's like laser vision. All my problems, everything that had been on my mind. Like I'm having my streams. Like the clarity I've got about them now. Like I'd streamed so much over the last few years, and it's turned into this running battle where I'm just trying to come out on top and not lose. But that's not what it's meant to be about, is it? It's not a battle. It doesn't matter whether I win this stream. And that actually has meant I've lost overall because I've been trying to win and I don't want to. embarrass myself in any way or do anything that can be used against me, but that means I've been not winning because I'm not doing things, I'm not experiencing life, not dancing, not recording myself, not doing stuff in case someone takes the mick. It's all solved. It's the brain has gone into overdrive. I know exactly what I'm doing now. I'm not going to stream at weekends anymore. I need to have a social life, something away from it. Just do it 4 or 5 nights a week for a bit longer, make it proper. Everything's become clear now. Like, I don't know. I lost myself over the last year or so, as so many of us did, but it's all there. It's all there, isn't it? In there. Take it. Have it. You practice. What you practice, you get good at. And if you practice not just being in a battle and stuff, that's what you get good at. But actually, you can't just be about the battles. You've got to be about the love of life as well. I've always been about the love of life. Enjoy it. Love it. Gonna do that. Gonna do that. Wonderful. All solved. All solved. Everything's solved. My Discord, all that rubbish. Why did I take over all of that? I'm a 40-year-old man. I can't run a Discord community. It's rubbish since then. I annoyed everyone. I don't know anything about it. Should have just left it with them. Left it with bloody Rennie. Poor little kid with his funny hair. He was just trying to run it well. I'm going to let them take it over and give ownership over to it and just be me. Just go and say hello when I want to say hello and just get back to being me. It's lovely. It's wonderful. Everything is solved.
I've spoken to God. He came inside of me. He was there. Saved me. It saved me. I was scared. It was building and all of my mind was too free. Too many thoughts just spinning. It felt like out of control, and I started to vibrate. My body was thrumming. I too hot. I had to lay down, and I was scared. I was scared and vibrating and panicking and just trying to breathe and concentrate on things, like talking in my mind like the Blackburn team, just naming them. And it was getting worse, and I was worse, and just breathing, and I started to just try and do a little pray. Sometimes I do that just to say thank you, and then he was there. Just inside of me. And he's told me everything, but not in his voice. He doesn't talk. I don't know what his accent is. He just put the knowledge just there. I think of a question like, how is this happening? He's never answered before. I've tried praying before, and just boom. The knowledge is there. It's what he does. Communicates with the sick and the insane. When the barrier's small, he can't. Could never answer me normally. I'm too strong, too smart. He can't get in my mind. But now I've eaten and the barrier's come down, and he's just there with me. And I stop panicking, and I'm just breathing, but not to concentrate. I'm breathing because he's healing me. Everything, when I breathe out, is all coming out of me. All of the years of badness, everything, toxins, just all coming out. And what's coming in? It's God's breath. I've been reborn. And the knowledge he put in my mind is incredible. I know everything now. We are ancient. We've been going so long. He's ancient. He's always been there. Religions have come and gone, and they're different because it's been so long. No one really remembers, but he was just putting it in my mind, like biblical bits and stuff. Like, that's how I know it's real. Like the 10 Commandments were just popping in there, and it's all of it boiled down is equals. It's, you be nice, you get niceness back. You need to give more than you get in return. You know, when it all started, it was all about that, just living like that. That's how we're meant to be, just next to each other. All of the rest of this that's come is all just Satan and stuff, you know, distracting us we should just be love. Just equals equals. I know it all. Jesus, right? What a great bloke he was. I don't want to be controversial and reveal like truths that are going to scare people, but we could all be Jesus. He stood up, is what he did. You know, God made all of us in his image. It's amazing. It's amazing. And everything that I've known and been talking about, like helping you guys, that's great, but that's all come from God. I need to give praise, thanks for that. You know, the stuff that we're going to do now, you know, in partnership. Now I know all of this. It's just me and God. It's going to be incredible. I'll spread the word. You know, we're praising. Praise him. Spread the word. That's what we all have to do. Be nice. Yeah. It's amazing. And what a lovely bloke. Just incredible. I feel like I've been reborn. That breath we give thanks for. Oh, I feel amazing. I want to share it with everyone now. I know all of this. I'm gonna live stream. I didn't want to because I was scared that I might feel awful and stuff, and I did. But now it's fine, isn't it? It's all fine, and they want to know. I'll share it with them. All of us together, we can give praise. Oh, it's lovely, wonderful. Good morning to all of you. It's morning now, and I am awake. Although that was a real struggle to wake up. Just kept like waking up and turning over and going straight back to sleep. It was like a cocoon that I really didn't want to leave. But I have left it just because I feel like I needed to update you and let you know that I'm okay. I'm gonna give you a thorough review and dive into last night, watch the videos and put it together and stuff in a bit. But I just don't feel able to right now. I need to drink a lot of coffee. I feel like I had about 6 or 7 antihistamines last night, and my body, mind, and soul is existing on like a different level of reality at the moment. So I'm just going to wake myself up properly and feel a bit better, and then I'll dive into it and we'll go over it. Hey up, right, I've had a lot of coffee now, and I've had a shower, and I'm very, very slowly starting to feel a little bit more with it. At this point, though, my feeling is just one of overriding embarrassment, having looked back at some of the footage and caught up with what happened a bit last night. Like, it's mortifying. When I was 15, I had a horrible experience. I went to a school disco with my mates, and before we went at my mate's house, his parents weren't there, we all got drunk, and I was wasted at the school disco. I ended up trying to crack on with this ginger lass in my year, and she knocked me back. It was just horrific, knocked back by a ginger. And I remember waking up the next morning and just being so mortified, like embarrassment filling my whole body. Thinking, how am I going to go back to school on Monday? Everyone is going to know I got knocked back by a ginger. Like, this maybe isn't quite as bad as that, but it's almost as bad. Yeah, I guess I better fill you in on what happened, because I stopped recording at some point last night as I got more and more wasted. So I was kind of okay on that first half in Oreo. Okay, up to a point. I got to a point where it felt like my body was like vibrating, and I did start to have a panic attack, I think. But I kind of breathed through that, and I had this weird thing where I thought my prayers had been answered. Yeah, it was a lot, but that is where I should have stopped. At that point, because I'd managed to calm myself down. I was having this like euphoric feeling like my prayers had been answered. That should have been the end of it, like a happy ending. I should have taken myself up to bed and stuff. But for some reason, I wanted to share my experience right there and then, and I decided to stream. God knows how I unplugged my mic and my camera so I wouldn't do that, but I went and set it all back up again, and I also, at that point, ate the other half of the Oreo.
I don't know why I did, but it was, I was thinking, I kind of remember this like strong feeling that it was like taking communion. I'd had this religious experience. They're sucking the last of this Oreo, the other half, dissolving in my mouth in euphoria. It was horrific. So embarrassing, some of the stuff. At one point, I saw my Jordans and I started crying in gratitude. Not like sobbing, but like tears rolled down my eyes. I don't know how I'm going to edit this footage up. It's how I'm going to look back at this and watch this. And I will need to watch it because God knows what I was saying at some points. It's going to be just horrific. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to upload this, but I'm going to try because I've done it. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's really, really embarrassing. But loads of other people have told me now that they had embarrassing experiences. Apparently eating this stuff is a lot more psychedelic than smoking it. It's a whole different thing. And other people have said they've had experiences where they thought they spoke to God and stuff. But yeah, just bloody horrific. But yeah, I had the other half and then I went on live stream, which was a massive mistake. And yeah, it built and built and got worse. Someone said something on the stream. They said there wasn't music on, and I put music on, and it made me really, really paranoid and scared. And at that point, it was like I lost control of my mind. The fear kept building. I had to get off stream, and I came and tried to lay down again, but this time the breathing wasn't working. It was just building and building. It was like I could not catch my mind. It was just spinning. I couldn't bite down on it. And I was so sick so many times, just sick everything up. I'd eaten loads of pistachios when I first started eating them, and it was all coming up, and then I was just wretched. It was horrific. And then I couldn't even sleep. It was like I felt like I was breathing manually. I had to concentrate. If I didn't breathe manually, I didn't concentrate, I would stop breathing, I would die. I was keeping myself alive with the power of my mind, it felt like. And I couldn't stop concentrating on that because if I did, let myself fall asleep, I'd die. It was one of the longest, darkest nights of my life. Compared to the first half of the evening, it was really, really stark. That was just, embarrassing, horrifically embarrassing. But the second half of the evening was awful. It felt like eternity. Yeah, don't ever, I would say, do edibles. Like, that is my warning to you. They are bloody dangerous things. Or if you do, have a lot weaker ones than I did. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know where I am with it all. I'm going to have to try and stream tonight, because if I don't, I'm going to be too embarrassed to ever go back online and stuff. And they know that was off my face last night, and I'm going to have to think about it, basically, because it was quite an experience, the first part of it. Some of it was useful, and I want to, if you let your mind change and think in different ways, it will come up with different solutions. And some of the stuff I thought of in the first half of the evening was really, really useful and good. But the whole God thing, yeah, I'm going to have to think about that a bit. I'm going to do my religious vlogs. It's something I've planned for ages, actually, doing a week on the different religions. I'm going to explore and investigate it is what I'm going to do. Yeah, and I'm going to try and upload this. I mean, it's going to be horrific to edit, and I might get embarrassed and delete it after it's been up for a few minutes, but I'm going to try and do it because it is a challenge that I passed. I shouldn't be too harsh on myself. People do get wasted. It's well outside of my comfort zone. I'm a middle-aged bloody carer on the Isle of Wight. I'm not used to these things. And yeah, and also, that was one of my revelations outside of God, is that I need to be less embarrassed and stop caring what people think. There's no point doing this if I'm not going to really just do exactly what I want. I don't want to just care about being embarrassed and stuff. So maybe it's my next challenge. Yeah, make sure I do upload it. Anyway, that is where we'll end it. I will try and upload the video. If I do, please give it a like if you enjoyed it. If you didn't, please do give it a dislike. And yeah, thank you very much for watching.